Hey, how's it going? This is Drew from Cottage Gardens in Lansing, Michigan. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. I'm going to be talking about the green gable black gum tree. It's going to get to a maximum height of 50 feet tall by 25 feet wide. Going to really like being in the full sun with a little bit of shade in the afternoon. Going to be considered clay tolerant like most of Michigan, so it's going to do really well here. The kind of growth habit that it's going to have is very upright, pyramidal, so kind of just like kind of narrow at the top, a little bit more narrow at the bottom as well. And then the kind of foliage that it's going to have is going to have very green foliage, green leaves, kind of in the spring and summer. And then as fall kind of approaches, it's going to be more of like a fiery red. So this tree is also super duper hardy. It's going to do really well like in wet soil, like next to a river or a lake or anywhere that it's prone to flooding. It's going to have kind of a slower growth rate compared to other trees, so it might take a bit longer to kind of get to that 50 feet, depending on where you have it. It's going to do really well just like in the cold, so like those those really brutal Michigan winters, it's going to do fine in. Also disease resistant, but just still be mindful of when you're pruning it. Those open cuts can lead to some disease, but it is a little more hardier compared to others. It's also deer resistant, so you don't have to worry about those deer coming and taking a snack out of this tree. And then the kind of soil that it's going to want to be in is very well drained and moist. So when you go to plant this tree, you can go ahead and use a little bit of mulch with some Terrazorb, and that's just going to help it get really established for the first year of its life. And then you're also going to want to water it pretty consistently, depending on where you have it. In warmer climates, typically you want to water about 4 to 5 times a week for the first year. And you can kind of cut that down a little bit after the first year if it likes where it's at. And the kind of soil pH that it's going to want to be in is pretty much tolerant of anything. It can tolerate pretty much slightly acidic, normal, or slightly alkaline. You just don't want it too much in one direction, otherwise that might lead to some damage. It's also very tolerant to the heat, so come summer, it's going to do really well. After it's been established, it is considered drought tolerant, but you still want to make sure you're watering it. Drought tolerant does not mean that it's immune to heat. You still want to make sure that you water it. So if you have more questions, go ahead and ask one of our sales staff, or you can go ahead and ask me. Thank you so much. Bye.